Brian Uriarte, but you know that Marco Morelli's going to have something to say about that in the last two corners, and Uriarte can break away.
Yeah,
Christian Daniel said he didn't get into.
Do not want a big pack, because all that means is come the end of the race, they could be leading over the line on the
just two corners. This is where Brian Uriarte took the lead last year. He's doing it on the straight this time instead of under the braking. The groove quickly enough yesterday. Up the inside of the number 11 is David Gonzalez.
Fight towards the final lap and then finish up maybe 8th or 9th or something. They need every point that they can.
But he goes into the corner.
Oh!
No, but it's Brian Uriarte. He's perfectly positioned. And Christian Daniel said he didn't get into the groove quickly enough in the wet yesterday and was determined to do it today. He is now.
Yeah, the person who is in his best interest to bring the group all together, Hakim Dinesh.
Yeah, and he numbers offline. If Brian makes it perfect through this corner, he's going to win it, make it a double here at Spielberg. Out in the groove, right behind Brian Uriarte.
Wow, look at this, Christian. This is super impressive.
Moment is back in 8th place, but closing in. And that group runs all the way down.
Singapore, 7th, great stuff from him. Can't push him up from 8th place to 7th. He's not just quick in the wet as he was yesterday, he's quick in the dry too. That's where he got his first podium at the start of the year.
Down to what, sort of 16th, oh no, down to 20th position.
Goodness me, absolutely. As he's also overtaken Singapore now as well. Dinesh not making the progress that he needs to be making at the ref, and we now have a 1, 2, 3. It looked like Veda was trying to break away at the start of it, but then brilliant. And there we go, the first of the track limits warnings coming in for Guillaume Plonk already. You don't want that stage of the season.
Right, and Danny Revolta was saying that it's a case of make haste.
They've caught him right back up. Will we see any kind of moves in towards 2A and 2B? Daniel, look at track limits warning already at this stage in the game, do you? Because one more time and you find yourself
slowly round here with these stop and go corners. You can't go in. The temptation is to rush in late on the brakes.
Towards the inside, but thinks better of it.
And Marco Morelli was well off in the green stuff, exiting the first.
Going through the long lap penalty.
Yeah, and there's Benyat Fernandez on the number 7. He certainly has the pace to get it stopped, then turn, and he says you just screw yourself up completely. You cannot get out the corner on that time. So we had some track limits warnings yesterday. They've got to watch that. You drag this group, and who is that in the background, way off on the green that time? Right, so well, watch a rider like Brian Uriarte who knows what he's doing. He's a little bit slower into the corner, but much quicker coming out.
In towards turn 3 they come then. 54 leads, 51, 70.
Start and finish then. And there's somebody pulling off. That was Christian Daniel pulling.
Got to hand it to Benyat Fernandez, the number 7. He's up from 24th on the grid to 95, 11, 34 of Mitani, 6th place. Singapore, 7th, great stuff from him. Can't push him
off the radiator as Brian Uriarte leads over Veda Ega Pratama. Up the inside is Morelli on
7th in basically 1 lap. That is a heck of a great progression from the young Spaniard.
Yeah, he's
up from 8th place to 7th. As he's also overtaken Singapore now as well.
Christian Daniel, he does it. Morelli takes 3rd place.
It was 9th.
Of course, he's already won 1 race and has got also a 3rd this year. The inside comes Christian Daniel.
Nish not making the progress that he needs to be making at this stage of the season.
Right, and the
10th of a second with the chasing group across the finish line that time around piece. They closed in by
to take the lead.
That was absolutely brilliant, wasn't it? So Veda goes from 1st to 3rd.
Danny Revolta was saying that it's a case of make haste slowly round here with these stop and go corners. You can't go
10th, but look at Brian out front. He's just thinking, no way, I'm absolutely going for it. 3rd position as Daniel will come across the line leading this race. Veda looks just behind him.
And the temptation is to rush in late on the brakes, get it stopped, then turn, and he says you just screw yourself up.
Last time around he set a 146.8, but actually the fastest rider on track, Peter, was Joel Pons. They do a bit of a twitch. You're allowed to do once, but you can't do it twice, 3 times, etc. They come completely. You cannot get out the corner well. Watch a rider like Brian Uriarte who knows what he's doing. He's a little bit 19th place at 145.9. So actually, there's a lot of pace in hand here for them. Towards turn 1, it's going to be Uriarte leading the way. Veda up the inside of Christian Daniel,
slower into the corner, but much quicker coming out.
got to hand it to Beñat Fernandez, the number 7 riders. But do they want to burn up their tyres too quickly or not?
Well, Joel Pons, you know, he's had a lousy season and a half in
Again, so his lead was rather short-lived.
Yeah, and they've broken away. The group has broken away. Yaroslav Karpushin.
He's up from 24th on the grid to 11th in basically one lap. That is a heck of a
Cookies Cup so far, but he was 6th in FP2. Made a complete mess of qualifying. Didn't get a toe, but certainly is back there in 6th place, and that's the rest of the field. I wonder if these
great progression from the young Spaniard.
Yeah, he's already won one race and has got also a third that he has pace round here. If his FP pace has anything to go by. Leading group of 5 are going to hang on to it.
Gonzalez had a big twitch to the front end then.
He did, didn't he? There. He was silent. The inside comes Christian Daniel to take the lead.
That was absolutely brilliant.
So it would be great to see Pons way up in this group.
Ega Pratama.
He collected that up just in time to turn it right, but he lost a little bit of ground, but I think it could have...
Wasn't it? So Veda goes from 1st to 3rd position as Daniel will come across the line. A bit like yesterday, just swapping places around various parts of the track.
It's been a lot worse.
Karpushin's absolutely on it, isn't he? He got a podium last time out, leading this race. Veda looks just behind him. They do a bit of a twitch. You're allowed to do once, but you can't do it. Morelli sitting tight in 3rd position. In Saksikan, he's got Danish for company just behind him, and the chase begins. They're one set, twice, 3 times, etc. They come towards turn 1. It's going to be Daniel just behind him as well. Here is that fast and flowing section of the track. That's not really an overtaking spot, Christian, but pinned off David Gonzalez at the line. We're going to come across the intermediate. Riarte leading the way. Veda up the inside of Christian Daniel once again, so his lead was rather short-lived.
Yeah.
He didn't quite make it stick there. So we've got track limits warnings for Agostinelli, Brown, 2nd intermediate now near enough, or on the exit of this corner. We'll see whether that gap is coming.
Yeah, and they've broken away. The group has broken away. Yaroslav Karpushin is back there in...
Nane and Danish.
Hakim Danish, yeah, that is very much a warning.
Oh. Down or not, but the leading quintet, if they want to just have a race of their own, it's in there.
In 6th place, and that's the rest of the field. I wonder if these leading group of 5 are going to hang on to it.
Gonzalez had a
3 abreast again on the brakes. And it's Marco Morelli. No plan B takes the lead.
Best interest just to absolutely pin it, because they've got Karpushin and Danish hot on their tails.
And if you saw
big twitch to the front end then.
He did, didn't he? There, he collected that up just in time to turn it right.
Brilliant. No plan B up there once again. He's been a little bit quiet this year, hasn't he?
Not the orange tape come off got pulled off one of the bikes there, and another bit lying on the road. But he lost a little bit of ground, but I think it could have been a lot worse.
Karpushin's abs